In Oregon, the pursuit of strong outcomes in education is more than a goal. It's a strategic commitment. Guided by our state's attainment goal, we have taken intentional steps to ensure that degrees are aligned to state needs and to ensure that all students, especially those underserved, have the opportunity to succeed. That commitment extends to how the state allocates resources to its colleges and universities. In 2015, Oregon introduced a new funding model for its public universities, the Student Success and Completion Model, or SSCM. The SSCM was fully implemented by 2019 and is designed to align financial resources with student outcomes. Its structure rewards institutions for both the number of degrees awarded, as well as the students and fields that are represented. But how does it work? At its core, the SSCM is an outcomes-based funding model that allocates state resources based on degree completions. It applies cost adjustments based on field and level of study, and then awards bonuses for STEM, health, and bilingual education degrees. We call those an area of study bonus because the intent is to close supply-demand gaps in professions where our state faces critical workforce needs. The area of study bonus adds 20% additional weight, and therefore funding, for those degrees. Also at the core of our model is an intentional focus on supporting all students, including traditionally underserved students, and the institutions that serve them. Similar to our approach to closing workforce gaps, this component is reflected through a bonus aimed at removing barriers to access, retention, and completion. The bonus provides additional weight, and therefore funding, for degrees awarded to students from population groups with lower rates of degree attainment. Also, the bonus is additive. For example, a student who grew up in a rural area of the state, is from a low-income background, and served in the military would receive a 60% state funding bonus. This structure acknowledges the compounded challenges these students often face and funds institutions to provide the support that leads to success. This design was intentional, and the bonus exists for 3 key reasons. First, to incentivize universities to support the success of students from underserved populations. Second, to recognize the additional costs associated with effectively serving and supporting these students. And lastly, to mitigate any unintended consequences of outcomes-based funding, ensuring opportunity isn't left behind in the pursuit of efficiency. This policy is driven by principle, but also by practical realities. We cannot build a thriving economy and future for Oregon without changing the trajectory of educational opportunity and investing in programs that align to the needs of the state's economy. And the model rewards results. The total number of resident degrees awarded for the area of study bonus has increased 34% since 2014 and 14% since 2019. Additionally, Portland State University and Western Oregon University, despite experiencing some of the largest declines in overall student enrollment, saw some of the biggest increases in funding. Why? Because they successfully increased the number of degrees earned by resident undergraduate students from traditionally underrepresented populations, by 40% for PSU and by 44% for Western Oregon University over just the past decade. This is the SSCM in action, rewarding institutions for alignment with state goals, supporting access, and ensuring accountability for student results. Oregon's approach isn't perfect, and mixed results reflect broader challenges felt not just in the state but across the nation, including enrollment volatility and ongoing pandemic-related impact. But Oregon has created a system that invests with purpose, sustained by intentional investment at every step of a student's path to success and in ways that are aligned to the state's economic and workforce needs.